Alright, we'll try this a second time. I'll give you the good and bad, whether you need to watch this movie in theaters and spend your hard-earned money on it or not.
Yes. Take one.
Rod of the Hutt. Yes. Cute Grogu moments. Yes.
Yes.
Awesome
Tons
score. Yes.
Probably my favorite moment of the movie was the Grogu stuff. The score.
That's about it. I'm just going to give you 3 reasons.
Great. Yeah. I would recommend. It has anything a Star Wars movie had. Like, it's a good return to form since Mando Season 3. It has everything you love about a Star Wars movie minus the lightsabers, but, I mean, it's got tons of heart.
Well, there's no biblical themes, though.
True.
So it's not like that out. If you're interested in that stuff and the Force and life and death and the afterlife and all, there's none of that in this, but it's just plain fun with laser blasts and monsters and yeah.
If you love all the monster stuff, yeah, you get tons of that. I feel like you get more.
You actually get monsters that were in the first Star Wars movie. And that little chessboard thing that Chewbacca's playing.
Yeah.
You'll see it and you're like, why are there like random monsters showing up? This is cheesy. You're like, wait a second. This is Star Wars. These are like those freaking characters that Chewbacca was playing on that checkerboard.
Chessboard monster guys.
I forget the name of it.
It was
the
very
name of the
sweet.
game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It felt like Star Wars Bounty Hunter with a mix of Star Wars Outlaws. Love seeing the HUD action. Would recommend.
It'd be cool if it's
I don't
ever
have
do
much
that
cons.
with a Mando game.
Yeah. I can't really think of any cons off the top of my head.
Well, the con that we can come up with is cons that we've gathered, I guess, from asking people or getting other people's reactions or reviews or reading. And it says, I think the one that's the most common is like, oh, it felt like the TV show. And it's like, well, yeah, it's a TV show because it's you know, in the movies now, like, the problem with the seasons on TV is that they try to make those into 2-hour movies. They cut out the filler. Oh, there's too much filler here. Now you have the reverse where they made the movie and people are like, well, maybe it could have been a season instead, and nothing really forwarded the story. You know, we didn't see, you know, anything that really impacted their lives crazily. You know, maybe just a little bit of Grogu surviving on his own for a little bit, which was really cool. But that was it.
Yeah.
So,
which is where it becomes annoying too, because you do have people that are all like, oh, why don't Star Wars try out for the one-shot stories or the single stuff? You know, it's a big galaxy. They could definitely do stuff like that. It's not too heavily connected. Which, while this film is still heavily connected, it is more of a solo thing of its own. And
can't
then,
please everybody.
You get people complaining about that. Yeah, it's like, that's the best way to put it. You can't please everybody. But for the most part, I was pleased. I mean, you were pleased.
If you're a Star Wars fan and you're not supporting this movie, I highly question if you're a Star Wars fan or not.
Shame.
If you're a general audience person, you don't know anything about Star Wars and you hadn't watched it.
If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, you do. But
yeah, you might like it by accident. You know, if you're not into it at all, like,
I feel like it's a good.
Mando's kind of like that. Mando is like, you know, it's that different side of the galaxy that wasn't the Skywalker family.
Yeah.
You know, Skywalker thing was this whole family with issues, and it surrounded this family. And you learned a lot about the Force. You learned a lot about, you know, the battle, the whole war, you know, and how it surrounded these certain characters. Well, this, you know, there might be some important stuff because the cool thing about Mando and Grogu, we don't know what's going to happen to them down the line. They're kind of character, you know, watching Star Wars, you're like, oh, I already know what this is because this takes place in the future. And,
like
you know,
Maul,
it's confusing
for instance,
shit.
Or Rogue One.
Yeah.
You know.
Maul's a great show, but you know what happens to him.
Yeah. I guess Andor,
Grogu,
for instance, you know, he dies.
Andor too. It's like, well, his fate's sealed, but it's interesting shit. This is kind of cool. You're like, oh, what's gonna happen with Grogu? What's gonna happen with Din Djarin? You know, and oh, he's gonna grow old without him, and so we don't know. I might not even be alive to see what they plan to do with Grogu growing up. Like,
Grogu, we don't even know the species name, but we know that they live forever. So
yeah, Yoda's species is still
and
I'm
they
glad
can go
Disney,
as long as they want.
Yeah.
John Favreau wanted to do a flash forward, but he scrapped it.
And that's something to look forward to.
Maybe we'll get that in the series finale of Mandalorian if we get another season or another movie. We shall see. But
I think it's important to pay attention to the box office. You know, Star Wars is just really having a rough time. I think a lot of these sci-fi or comic book movies are just having the toughest time and not as easy as they once were because a lot of fans are looking for something different or have been put up with whatever. But we're basically just here to say, yo, it's not terrible. It's great. You know what I mean? Just check it out. I don't think you have to drop everything to watch
the
it.
movie.
We bought popcorn buckets.
2 popcorn buckets for myself. I bought a cup for myself. I bought 2 more to give. So I think collectively I bought 4 popcorn buckets.
Yeah. You're lucky they didn't make a lot of the Hut popcorn
5.
bucket. I would have bought that shit.
Yeah, you get slug action.
Slug action.
Slug on slug action.
Like fighting. It's like if Jabba the Hutt was a fighter, that's what you're gonna get. In this movie. Like,
what if
it's crazy.
Jabba fought Jabba?
Like I said, easily I think the 3 best things was Rod of the Hutt,
exciting,
cute and cuddly Grogu moments, and then the music, the score, which was excellent. Ludwig Göransson, just peaceful in IMAX.
Yeah.
Peaceful action, like you just getting down, like
it is so good. Yeah,
and then you're like, this is good. So you can do both. Anything else?
Nah, good movie.
The effects,
good,
mix
good
of
acting.
CGI, practical.
Yeah.
All of
Grogu's my favorite actor of all time.
Yes, Grogu's a great actor.
Yeah. Overall, yeah, this was really solid. It was good. Best Disney era Star Wars movie since Rogue One. You could even say it's better than, I guess, depending what
you like.
This,
Rogue One might have been a little bit more too serious, so this is where that extra fun comes in.
Yeah.
If you didn't like that extra little fun kid stuff, maybe you liked Rogue One more.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. There's something for everybody with Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Better have less hate, you know? Like,
yeah.
Come on, man. Just enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
It was all for kids in the beginning, so.
Exactly.
It was all for kids. Doesn't mean you can't learn anything from kids. There's definitely a lot of cool stuff and elements. Like I said, biblical stuff that was put into this and historical. You know,
sweet. It's nice to see.
A lot of that in the original 1 through 6. So. And even 7, 8, 9.
What's George Lucas? I mean, he told Ron Howard while making Solo, he said, and don't forget it's for kids, for 12-year-olds as your target audience. So in the end, I mean, there's no need to overly criticize it sometimes. Unless if you know what you're watching is crap, then yeah, you do need to overly criticize that. But sometimes it's like, we're not the target audience here.
Just straight up, good old fun Star Wars. Laser blasts and monsters. Ratings.
I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. 8 Anzellans out of 10. 8 Shell Yes.
Anzellans, hey!
They're a highlight.
Or Shell Yes, if you know our channel. If we don't review a lot, but we're trying to.
Yeah, we're trying to.
Alright, well, 8 out of 10 is mine too.
Good movie. I think 8 out of 10 is fair. It wasn't like the greatest thing you've ever witnessed, but it was great.
Yeah.
Highly entertained.
I could have said it better myself.
Yeah. I loved hearing the Grogu theme in IMAX.
Yeah.
I was a fan of it since the show.
Some good father-son stuff in there, man.
Yeah.
Can't hate on that.
Oh, yeah. They elevated, if anything, the father-son presence. Yeah. Which is like, you get the Jor-El, son becomes the father becomes the son style stuff. It was sweet.
You hit the nail on the head. Yeah.
Great.
It's all stuff. Reflected. I love it.
He was the core of the movie.
This is the way.
This is the way.
On to the next one. Cowboy dudes. Hopefully you're recording all that.
Yeah.